Over this very long weekend, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam joins us now in the studio. There's just so much excitement in this country.
Oh yes, you're absolutely right. You can almost feel the mood of anticipation. Union Jacks everywhere, and a vast number of street parties too.
And it's one of the things when you said, when you're living in the U.S., you see lots of American flags everywhere. People are very patriotic. You don't really see this here, except now. You've seen the Union Jack being flown everywhere. People are on their cars, bunting on the streets as well. It's amazing. It's
the atmosphere because it's such an extraordinary occasion. This is a magical and historical event, and without precedent save for Queen Victoria. That's why celebrations on so gigantic a scale.
Walk us through what we can expect this weekend.
We can expect on Saturday the Queen, a keen equestrian, and she's attending the Epsom Derby. Yeah. She will love that. Remember, she spent her 86th birthday at Newmarket races. On the Sunday, there's the big lunch. Wonderful opportunity to get together, and a river flotilla of 1,000 vessels. It hasn't been seen on the Thames for some 350 years. It will be gorgeous, spectacular, and incredibly colourful. On Monday, there will be a BBC concert at the Palace, and also thousands of beacons lit around the Commonwealth. The Queen is particularly fond of the Commonwealth, as we know. And on Tuesday, this is, of course, the most important day for the Queen, the St Paul's service of Thanksgiving, followed by 2 receptions, a lunch at Westminster Hall, and what everyone is looking forward to, the drive back in open landaus with the escort of the household cavalry, the appearance on the balcony at Buckingham Palace, the aria fly past, and a very special, it's called a foire de joie, a fusillade of joy, which will be fired by the Queen's Guards in the forecourt of Buckingham Palace. A fantastic set of events.
This is 60 years in the making. The only time that's happened before is under the reign of Queen Victoria. Tell us a little bit about her Jubilee celebration.
Her Jubilee celebrations marked the zenith of empire. No crowned heads were invited. The Queen was somewhat frail, so it was arranged when she went to St Paul's that the clergy, the service, literally came to her and was held on the steps for some 20 minutes with a Te Deum and a hymn. She drove round London to great celebrations, and London was illuminated at night. There was an empire in those days which regarded this event as a real milestone. There's no question, however, if you look at stamina, our Queen at 86, the Duke of Edinburgh, her consort, her strength and stay at 90. I mean, we've seen nothing like it in 1,000 years of royal history.
Oh, they look absolutely young and vibrant, and it's going to be a fun time for this country, no doubt.
It will lift morale, it will lift spirits. But of course, it's the special magic, the ceremonial, those troops rehearsing. I saw Matt's report, this morning, 2,000 of them. It is so very special, the loyalty they feel to the Queen, and the fact that they're so proud that Prince Harry is an Apache pilot, and of course Prince William in the RAF Search and Rescue are serving. So there's special links. It's a very special day because the monarchy is synonymous with Britain, part of our DNA, I'd say.
Absolutely, and that's why a lot of people come to this country. When they visit, they want to see all of that as well.
And they'll always have it, because the latest poll shows 80% of people regard the monarchy as what we need, what we want, and my goodness me, we're going to celebrate in a big way, in an unprecedented way, a historic landmark in its history.
Absolutely. Richard, thank you very much for that. We appreciate that. Richard Fitzwilliams.
And we want sun. We do not want rain. We're keeping our fingers crossed for some good weather. Mario Ramos is over at the International Weather Center to bring us some good news, right?
Yes.
Right?
I'm actually,
no
right. No rain. You know what? I'm keeping my fingers crossed, too, because it's actually looking pretty good. We have about maybe 10-15% chance passing shower or two, but that's actually quite minimal. Saturday is looking pretty good, actually very good. It's probably going to be the best day you have. And Sunday, too. So the weekend, I'm not worried about at all. A little bit on the cooler side on Sunday, but overall, I think we're going to be okay. I don't think that's going to bother you too much as long as it doesn't rain, but there will be some clouds around, so you could get some little passing drizzle. I'm more concerned about Monday, Zane, and I hate to say this. Tuesday is actually looking like we're going to have some rain as well, but you know what? I think that's part of the DNA. Is that what your guest was saying? Part of the British DNA to have to deal with the changes in weather. So I think you're going to be all right, even though I think Monday and Tuesday are going to be days that we're going to have to deal with the rain. But let's just take the weekend. It's going to be fine, okay? 18 right now in London, 19 in Paris. The French Open, of course, happening in Paris. It's about, what, a 20% chance of rain showers. It's not zero, but don't worry about it. I think we're going to be good there, too. So I'm just in such a positive mood today. 13 in Berlin, 13 in Warsaw, 16 in Munich. A little bit of a cooler trend happening there across this northern tier of Europe. Still warm as we head farther to the south. 29 in Madrid, 22 in Rome, and 26 in Athens right now. I want to show you the satellite image because we've had some rain showers move through across the central portion of the Mediterranean, including the area affected by the quake. And remember that there's still so many people here affected, so many of them living in 10 cities, and just any amount of rain that falls, it's not going to be a good thing. But behind that, you see all this drier air that we're starting to see. That's what I think is going to make the difference. Much drier across this region. Here's the front that's coming in across the UK. This is going to bring us those cooler temperatures on Sunday. But because it's moving into an area of very dry air, not a lot of rain will be produced as that tail end of that front pushes through here. So this is the forecast as we head through Saturday. Not too many changes as we head into Sunday, except for that front continuing to trail more toward the east. With my last 30 seconds, I'm trying to be positive here. And the good thing with this tropical cyclone that's affecting the Philippines is that most of the action is staying offshore. This is Tropical Storm Mawar, and Mawar has winds of 65 kilometers per hour. Even though it is offshore, there is some significant rainfall happening across the central and northern Philippines. Keep an eye on this. The potential for flooding and mudslides is there, but the storm itself, the bulk of that weather, even though this might become a typhoon, we think will remain offshore. So a little bit of good news there. Just watch out for the rain through the next couple of days. Back to you guys.
Mari Ramos being a positive Polly over there in Atlanta. Thank you. You're watching World One live from London. I'm Zain Verjee.
I'm Anita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us. We'll update you the news headlines in just a couple of minutes. You are watching CNN.
Berlin is cutting energy costs of its old renovated buildings by 5 million euros. New York is setting new standards in green skyscrapers.